If I had known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. That line came from a jazz musician who lived to 100. A twin study published in Science this January, tracking around 14,000 twins across a full century, found that roughly 55% of lifespan is written in DNA. But even with that genetic weight, the gap between someone who ages well and someone who does not can still be more than 10 years. Lifestyle does not erase your genes, but it decides whether you use them or waste them. Today we look at 5 physical signs, measurable and testable, that hint your body can go the distance. Then 5 quiet habits that shorten that distance without you noticing. Sign number 5 is grip strength. A Lancet study of 140,000 people across 17 countries found that every 5 kilograms of grip you lose raises your risk of dying by 16%. Lose 10 kilograms and the risk jumps by about a third. Grip predicts outcomes better than many common markers because it reflects whole body muscle loss, not just hands. Home test. Take a sealed jar and try to open it with one hand. No strain is good. Needing both hands or stopping from finger fatigue is a signal. Practice. Squeeze a rolled towel 10 times each hand or twist a jar lid back and forth. Sign number 4 is balance. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed more than 2,000 adults over 50. Those who could not balance on one leg for 10 seconds had an 84% higher risk of dying within the next decade. Balance is brain, muscles, and inner ear working as one. Home test. Stand next to a wall, lift one foot, and count. 30 seconds without grabbing the wall is strong. Wobbling at 10 means train it. Do it while brushing your teeth and switch feet halfway. Sign number 3 is walking speed. If it takes you more than 12 seconds to walk 10 meters, about 33 feet, your 5-year mortality risk roughly triples. If you can do it in 8 seconds or less, that risk drops sharply. The healthiest older adults are not always working out. They simply keep movement in daily life. Home test. Mark 10 meters, walk normally, time it. Over 12 seconds, pay attention. 8 to 12 solid, under 8 very good. Sign number 2 is flexibility. One study found a strong link around 0.87 between body flexibility and arterial elasticity. If your body is stiff, your blood vessels often are too. Home test. Sit, extend one leg, lean forward. Past the knee is a baseline, past the shin is better, past the toes is excellent. If you feel locked, do not force it. Exhale and reach 1 inch further than yesterday. Sign number 1 is the age you feel and whether you still have purpose. A long-term study of over 6,600 adults found that people who felt at least 3 years younger than their actual age had about a 41% lower mortality rate over the next 8 years. This is not pretending, it is staying engaged. Home test. Is there something you're looking forward to this week? If the answer is hard, start there, because the body follows the mind. Now the other side. Even if you have all 5 signs, these 5 habits after 60 can quietly erase them. Habit 1 is too much sitting. 30 minutes of walking does not cancel 10 hours in a chair. Prolonged sitting slows blood flow, speeds muscle loss, raises blood sugar, and clouds the brain. Fix. Set a timer. 50 minutes sitting, 10 minutes moving. Stand, walk, march in place, move during calls. Habit 2 is short or shallow sleep. After 60, the need for 7 to 8 hours does not disappear. Poor sleep blocks recovery and deep brain cleaning. Fix. 3 hours before bed, eat light. 2 hours reduce fluids. 1 hour no screens. If you wake with worries, write them down and close the page. Habit 3 is social isolation. A large analysis of over 300,000 people found isolation raises premature death risk on the scale of heavy smoking. Busy is not connected. Fix. 1 real interaction you do not have to do. A call, a class, a volunteer hour. Start with 1 new connection a month. Habit 4 is eating like you are still 40. After 60, insulin efficiency drops and sugar spikes hit harder. Advice that once worked can become daily inflammation. Fix. Shift toward a Mediterranean pattern, vegetables, legumes, olive oil, fish, nuts, less red meat and ultra-processed food. Replace juice with fruit, make dinner lighter, move the biggest meal earlier. Habit 5 is chronic worry. After 60, cortisol often lingers longer, stiffening vessels, fragmenting sleep, and draining motivation. Fix. Separate what you can control from what you cannot. Stop solving stress only with thinking. solve it with the body, a walk, a slow exhale, hands in the soil, and sharing the weight with someone who will listen. A 7-year study sequenced the genomes of over 1,000 adults past 80 who had never developed chronic disease. When compared with the general older population, the genes were essentially the same. What stood out was not genetic magic. It was simple. They were thinner, they moved more, they stayed connected, they slept, they ate simply, and they had something to get up for. Pick one thing: grip work, balance practice, a sitting timer, an earlier bedtime, the phone call you keep delaying. Start there. Thank you.